battle. Raptors fall to the Bucks.
The Raptors just couldn't close the deal tonight.
Raptors will fall to 1-1.
The season is 82 games, and we're still trying to find rhythm.
Toronto Raptors fall to 1-2 on the season.
Entertaining ball game, hard-fought game between these two teams.
When you've been in this business for a long time, you have to understand there's going to be like slumps. There's going to be days where we don't shoot the ball well.
I don't think some of the Raptors appreciated that slam dunk at the end, and Del Shed not pleased at all with that.
You wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have done it.
Maybe we all played together one time in the preseason. The being in there, he's obviously such an amazing talent that it changes things.
And the Toronto Raptors fall to the Spurs. Raptors 1-3 on the season.
So not having those reps, we're like a brand new starting five.
We're really trying to play a new brand of specifically defense this year, and I think we needed to test it out a little bit, see what was working, what wasn't working for us.
And it doesn't get any easier for the Toronto Raptors as they drop now 4 in a row.
They're going to be better.
Yep.
They're going to be better.
Story of the first month is figured out.
Y'all heads into it. Work too hard.
We gotta get out of our thinking. Am I getting my shots? Are you getting his shots? Like, we gotta get out of this thinking. It's not gonna win us basketball games. What we gotta focus on is playing hard, making right passes, finding open people, getting to the rim. I think that Wembanyama definitely tonight changed our mentality of going to the rim. That's evident, okay? And he's special in that way, okay? But we figured it out. We started passing the ball more. We started touching the paint, finding open people, and our effort for 3 quarters was really good effort. Okay, we gotta build on that. Okay, we dropped two games over here on the road. We're going back home right away. Bounce back, get that win, and move on. Right?
That's it. Come on.
Let's go, guys.
Come on. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Oh my God.
Bit of a roller coaster.
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win!
As the season progresses, you're going to look at that 4-game losing streak as a blessing. I think it was a reminder early in the season that there is a way this team needs to play, and if they don't, what can happen, what they're vulnerable to. And to their credit, they took in those lessons, and the result has been steady progress from there.
RJ, the 3, got it! Raptors lead by 8. Ingram puts it on the deck. Two-handed slam!
You can always count on with me and all of my teammates is like the effort, the consistency.
Two-handed slam.
I think fans appreciate just how hard we play, how much we care.
Brady delivers.
We really put in the work. We need those reps together, and we've been getting them. I think we're starting to figure it out a little bit now.
The notorious BI3.
You know, you see the pictures after every game, the vibes are up, you're around the team, they're always celebrating. And I think it's just proof of concept that like this young team that's been rebuilding for the last couple of years, they're talented and they're able to sort of make some noise. And I think that's the exciting part is we just want to see how long this winning goes for.
We love each other here. You know, there's no egos. Everybody wants each other to succeed. Everybody wants to help each other succeed. Like, that is a big part of winning, you know. So even when we've had like some of those tough times where, you know, games not going our way, we've been able to come back and pull out some of those wins just because we're so together.
Zeros on the clock. Raptors win. Tonight was all about TCB, and the Raptors did take care of business.
Let's go, man!
RJ Barrett, he's going to find a way to put the ball in the basket, whether it's he's going to get 2-3 transition buckets a game. He's going to relocate, find those angles, and hit threes with nice solid foundation. When the ball's getting swung around to him, those are good shots for him. And he's going to do what we've always seen him do and get to the rim and finish. We've seen him, I think his offensive rebounding has picked up too, and that's all things you can do as a player to get baskets that, you know, don't require your number being called. And as a result, his scoring is right around that 20-point a game mark. His efficiency has improved, and he's doing it within the context of the team. And he's, I think, a big reason why this team has been successful to this point.
Right. Season's taking a nap right now. So what are we talking about? How an amazing start we've had to the season?
We're actually gonna, because we've never actually got to like really sit down with you and tackle you.
All right, let's do it. I was in Italy. My dad was playing for a team over there. I think it was called Cantu. It was like a crazy heated game, and they were down 3, and he like curled to the corner and like made a shot like fading away in the baseline to tie it and make it go into overtime. And I just remember like being with like my mom and like my aunts and everything, and we're like jumping up and down on the chairs and stuff like that. Yeah, I was 5, so that's literally like my first basketball memory. So like, what a cool memory to have, right?
You know, my wife was always taking him to the games, and I couldn't get there because I was with my team. And he would always be playing on the micro ballers for the club. And I was out for a week. And so I actually got to go watch the game. And she's like, he's really good. And so I went to the game, and he's playing, 2 years above his age. And I was like, oh, he is really good. The feel was there. He could go where he wanted to. And he was making all these plays before he even really knew what he was doing.
First came to Canada, started making some friends. 4th grade, I started getting on the basketball scene. Played with like Brampton Warriors. I went to Mount Barrett for 3 years.
He didn't want to be home. He wanted to go. Pushed the family when we weren't necessarily ready for him to go. He was pushing, I want to go. And so we let him go with just one stipulation, right? Like, you're going to be there at least for the year. Like, there's no, coming back halfway through or any of that kind of stuff. Like, you're going to go there for the year, and you feel like you don't want it, you come back home.
I went to Duke for 1 year. My teammates were obviously, finishing. It was great to play with them. Crowd's always on our side. They keep us going.
He's always playing up for the Canadian team. Remember, he came in early. He could have still been in high school. There's a maturity, and that's a good part of what you're doing, and not to let it become pressure. So RJ handled it really well.
With the 3rd pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select R.J. Barrett from Toronto and Duke University.
I definitely had an idea, going in. That was the only team I worked out for. I had a really good interview with them, so still wasn't, completely sure until, you get that call. So it was nice.
Number 1 player ranked going into his freshman year at Duke, led the ACC in scoring.
My parents, they took a lot of time out to make sure I was okay and make sure I'm good. So just about really working hard.
My son is going to give everything he has on the court. He's a competitor. He plays to win all the time, every time. We're just scratching the surface of who he's going to be, and hopefully who he'll be for New York.
Coming into a situation where you don't know what to expect. Team wasn't that good, kind of just figuring things out on the fly. It was like every man for themselves, dog eat dog world. Like, it was difficult, especially going into New York at 19, like not even fully matured enough yet or anything, just kind of just trying to go out there and just play to the best of my abilities, So it was difficult, but as time went along, got a little easier.
Barrett goes at Lounge, Euro step, layup is good. Sweet move from the rookie. Barrett drives on Westbrook, gets inside and throws it down. R.J. Barrett, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home!
To be able to go into that environment in New York, it can be brutal there. And to make it through and unflappable and fight his way through it and do it. As a father, that's a moment where you're like, my son did that,
Finds Barrett, get a shot up. This is for the win! Oh, it's good! Off the window! R.J. Barrett wins it for the Knicks!
After we had a good playoff run, and then we started the season off kind of slow, we were like, just about 500 or whatever, after being the 4th or 5th seed. Minutes rotation start to change. You kind of like figure some things out. There's a whole energy in the place. You can see it coming for sure. We're in Indiana, and this is the hotel where I got the call that I was getting traded. It was interesting. I think we were playing a back-to-back, so I was about to get ready to get some treatment, and like I woke up and my phone was blowing up. So I'm like, my agents called me a bunch of times. My parents, everybody's calling me. I'm like, did somebody die or something? Like, what's going on, right?
Breaking news this afternoon. Going to the New York Knicks, OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, Malachi Flynn coming back for the Toronto Raptors. The Canadian RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and a second-round pick.
I like this trade. I think it's a good trade for both teams. And when you look at what the Raptors got, RJ Barrett, he's a Canadian, obviously, a player that's getting better every year in his career. And Quickley could be a factor for the Raptors.
There's a lot of emotions. I'm happy that I got the courtesy of knowing like a little ahead of time. I probably knew like 30 minutes before it got announced, being traded from somewhere that I'd signed an extension with, thought I was going to be there for a longer period of time. But then being told I was coming home, so I'm like, I'm not really that mad, but like, you traded me, so I'm pissed that you traded me, but you traded me home, so I'm happy that I'm going home. Like, it was a bunch of emotions. But I think one thing that made it kind of easier for me was that Quick was coming with me. I was in the elevator door opened to our floor, and I saw the tweet, and then I just screamed loud in the hallway.
Look out in the hallway, and RJ's in the middle of the hallway just like screaming.
And then from down the hall, I heard him scream from his room.
Talking about we going to Toronto.
We both just came out the room and started screaming, running in the hallway, so it was cool to like, I guess, share that moment with him, to also feel that you're not alone in it.
That was a pretty cool moment between me and RJ. Me and RJ been together since I've been in the league, so that's kind of been like my dog for a while now.
How's the fight?
Smooth.
Yeah. Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Way home. Yeah, just look.
I'm excited to be back. Excited to, to get ready to go. Got my brother Quick with me, so, make the transition easier. I've been a Raptors fan all my life, so coming back and playing for the Raptors is like surreal. Probably definitely different for Quick, but for me, it's like I already knew the practice facility. Team Canada practice is there. I honestly knew where everything was already. I knew where to go, but the Raptors were very accommodating, very nice. I actually know a lot of the staff and people here from just my time growing up. So it was a smooth transition for me.
There you are. Good to see you.
Come on, man.
Good.
What's up, Coach?
Welcome, RJ.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good.
How's the feel coming back home?
Man, it's great.
Dream?
Yeah, I'm excited.
There's RJ right to the iron. Behind the back traffic, here's RJ, a three from Mississauga. Ooh. Oh, RJ, kidding me! Rising up on the offensive rebound.
I came over here to be more so in the role that I am in now. But when you have injuries, you have to step up. So then, I did everything to playing point guard, to being number one scoring option, getting all the plays to, guys come back healthy. Then, we're back playing more so just everybody as a unit. So it kind of has been, a lot of differences for me. But part of my talent is being able to adjust to any situation.
Quick finds a wide open CMB who gives it to RJ, and we're tied at 50. The three-point shooting has been elite.
I've just been so impressed with his willingness and ability to adapt. Ever since I've known him, he's been the best player, or is 1A best player at whatever level he's played at, and he's delivered in those roles. But as the talent around you evolves and grows, then, as a player, you have a choice, right? You can say, well, this is how I'm going to play, because that's how I've always played, and that's how I believe I should play. And what I think a lot of guys in the league, the guys who end up having really outstanding careers, end up doing is they kind of can read the room, so to speak, recognize that there's different ways for me to affect the game based on the personnel that I'm playing with and what my team needs in the moment.
Jay Barrett lead pass, Ochai the layup, and Barrett with the assist.
no matter what role you put me in, I feel like I'm going to be able to score 20 points tonight. Just being able to know how to play basketball, the career that I've had, especially leading up to the league and in the league, I've always played with good players. I've always played with the best players. I've always played winning basketball. So I don't shy away from there being other good individuals on the team. I actually embrace it. You know, I try to learn their strengths and weaknesses and just how I could fit into the team to help. Because at the end of the day, I'm here to help the team win. I'm not here to just have an ego or take shine away from anybody.
Scotty on the cut, RJ, the patience underneath, the up fake, and then the finish.
I think, honestly, like, it hasn't looked that different. He's been really consistent in what he does. Very good, like always, like driving to the paint, finding his ways down there. Like he looks like he's very much under control. Like he's making the shots. Like there's really no like obvious flaw to his game right now. So yeah, he's been performing very consistently at a high level.
First thing I'd probably say is the defense. I don't think he's ever had to guard pretty much the best player night in and night out on the opposing team, and he's doing a great job of it. Also, he's always been like a guy that can get his own shot, but now he's like flowing with everybody else. He might not have a play call for him, but he can still go get you 20, 25 points.
Here's RJ when you need a bucket, getting downhill.
He's always been a great scorer, so never surprised by that.
Shot clock at 7. RJ puts up a shot, takes the contact, and finishes.
That should be an and one. That was a beautiful play. I don't know how he made that shot. He got hit pretty hard.
You know, he's had to change his role, right? I mean, he was much more of a featured player in New York. He had the ball a lot, ran a lot more pick and rolls. Here, he's sort of more off the ball, but I think that's allowed him to be much more efficient, you know, playing off of great players. And that's always a trait RJ's had. You know, he's not the future guy right now. That's more Brandon, that's more Scotty, but they always say, right, you don't even have to run plays for RJ and he still give you 20. Like, that's a real skill in this league. So RJ has a lot to be proud of. And, you know, I don't think there's anybody more proud to be a Raptor than RJ Barrett.
RJ with the offhand.
That guy can get buckets too. And again, another sound night for RJ Barrett.
Definitely matured into it, for sure. I'm not even gonna lie. I was in New York, I was just trying to shoot the ball. For whatever reason, I'm trying to get my points, you know, I think. But maturing is finding ways to still get those points in a more efficient way, which I think sometimes takes some time, learning the league. Everything that I've been through to this point has prepared me to be where I'm at now.
Welcome everyone to Cleveland, where tonight the Toronto Raptors in the Emirates NBA Cup East Group A, Cleveland, Indiana, Atlanta, Toronto, and Washington. And tonight's game features the Raptors and the Cavaliers.
Follow the game plan, play smart, play hard, move the ball. Let's go out there and win. Come on, win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win! Come on.
I mean, I think it's cool, obviously. I think now that we have like a good opportunity to make it to Vegas, it's even more of like a focal point, I guess. Like it's definitely another thing that if we can win it, we want to. It's not like obviously the focus for the season, but it's definitely something that we're going to put all our effort into.
We needed this one, right? We needed this one, and we really wanted this one, right? And because of that, you guys gave it all. And it was not pretty, it was ugly, but it was find a way to get a win. It was find a way to get a win. And NBA is the best league in the world. Find a way to win a game every single night.
You know, this team hasn't been 2 games over 500 since November of 2022, I think. And so to have meaningful games by any description, they're incredibly important. And, you know, the NBA Cup, I think for a team that's trying to find its way, trying to learn how to play competitive basketball, trying to prove to itself that they can win games that have a little bit of importance to them, that you know the other team is gearing up to win too. Not quite a playoff series, but, you know, games that matter. That's a giant opportunity, and it's, I think, a very one of those things that can really convince a team that, hey, we've got something maybe better than what we realized going on. And so for the Raptors, I think the NBA Cup should be a priority. I think the way they played shows it's a priority. And, it can only serve them.
I heard you guys saying coming out of the court dogfight, and it was a dogfight, okay? Not every game is going to be a beautiful game for us to score 140 points, and everything is going great for us on both ends of the floor. But finding the way, learning to win, learning what it takes to win, okay?
Those games are important, especially for, not everybody on the team gets paid the same amount of money. It's just like trying to get any extra money that we can definitely help, anybody on the team, for sure. And then it's just fun. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a trip to Vegas to play basketball and try to earn some money? You know what I mean? Like that's fun stuff. Plus, it goes towards the win column, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to win, get to playoffs, and try to win the championship.
I think NBA Cup is amazing addition to NBA season. I think it's creating a lot of excitement early in a year, especially when it comes to cup games, but also quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. They bring a lot of attention from the fans around the globe. So it's amazing opportunity for our team to be in that quarterfinals and to have a chance to hopefully to win that game and go to Las Vegas. We don't take it lightly. We take a lot of excitement in that. We're really looking forward to it, and it's going to be different because one game is going to decide are you advancing or not. So I really like that kind of pressure, because that kind of pressure is really helping the team to grow.
Yeah, Mamu! Come on, Mamu. Go hustle, boy. Come on.
I think the NBA Cup is great just because for young teams that are looking for that type of pseudo playoff type of experience where you do get put in pressure environments. You do have to sort of win or go home. You have to game plan for the opponent game plans for you. And, for a young team looking to sort of make their mark, it's really important.
Fuck it. Light.
I think it just really builds confidence again. I think this whole thing is a team doing it for the first time. It's really exciting. And I think they're kind of affirming to themselves that they can win.
Gives an early indication of what it's like to play for something. And it's early in the season. Time you can play with something a little extra on the line, a little bit of pressure, it should help your focus and prepare you for something that might be coming up.
First one is congrats, home court advantage, going to the quarterfinals of NBA Cup. It's a big accomplishment early this season. Great job for getting this win tonight. Great teams, they find a way to win games no matter what. Guys, we shot the ball 38% from the field. We shot 19% from the three-point line. And we won the game. I do think it's easy to give this chain and fall for a bucket at the end to give it to BI. That was a big time shot. I'll tell you what Jacoby did tonight.
One, two, three.